My name's Darren. I was 29 back then, living alone in a quiet suburb on the edge of town. It was one of those neighborhoods where everyone knew each other, and Halloween was a big deal. Decorations everywhere, kids in costumes, porch lights glowing orange. That year, I was supposed to spend the night with my girlfriend, but she had to go out of town, so I stayed home handing out candy. Around 9:30, most of the trick-or-treaters were gone. The street was silent except for the occasional crunch of leaves in the wind. I was about to turn off my light when I heard 3 slow knocks on the door. I hesitated. It was late. But when I opened the door, 2 kids stood there, both wearing identical white masks with hollow eyes. No words, no movement, just standing there, holding empty pillowcases. I laughed awkwardly and said, "You guys are late, but sure." I dropped some candy in their bags. They didn't move. Then one of them said in a flat voice, "You have more." Something about the tone made my stomach twist. I gave them the rest of the candy and said, "All right, that's it. Happy Halloween." They didn't leave, just kept staring. Then, without saying anything else, they both turned and walked away, slow, synchronized, until they disappeared down the dark street. I shut the door, locked it, and tried to shake it off. Maybe some teens pulling a prank. But about an hour later, I heard it again. 3 knocks. I froze. When I checked the peephole, no one was there. I turned on my porch light and looked outside. Across the street, under the flickering street lamp, stood one of the masked kids. Alone this time, still as a statue. My heart started pounding. I called out, "Hey, I already gave you candy." No answer, just silence. I shut the blinds, called my neighbor to ask if they'd seen anyone strange. They said no. Around midnight, I was sitting on the couch when I heard something upstairs, slow creaking like footsteps. My front door was still locked. I grabbed a flashlight and went up, room by room. When I reached the guest room, the window was open. Cold air poured in. I looked outside, and there, standing in my yard, were 3 figures now, all wearing the same mask. They were staring up at me. I called the police immediately. By the time they arrived, the yard was empty. No footprints, no kids, nothing. The officers said it was probably a prank, maybe older teens trying to scare people. But I knew what I saw. A week later, I found something wedged under my doormat, a small piece of white plastic, cracked and bent. It was part of a mask. Now every Halloween, I keep my porch light off. And every year, just after midnight, I hear 3 slow knocks on my door. I don't answer anymore.